Hey, what's up Shakivas, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we will talk to you guys about keeping streams normally in a planter tank. So before we go into today's video, I actually wanted to give a special shout out to Stream in Italy for joining us as a member, and of course the Stream UK as well, which is located in the UK, and definitely Mr. Cube as well. So thank you guys for joining us as a member, supporting our cause. And one of the reasons for having this is that we will continue to share all this information with you guys as well. So without further ado, I'm just going to pan this camera around and let you guys see. See that in this tank over here, I'm just going to move this, and we actually have plants over here. We usually use very simple plants. Like over here, you have the Anubias Battery Coffeefolia, which are the big leaves type. And these actually, they can actually grow out of the water and they look amazing in that sense. It actually covers up a lot of this background, like the filters and the pots and the things like that. So over here, we have the Anubias, the nanas, the smaller ones, and different types of Anubias as well. So the reason why we chose a theme of having Anubias is, basically Anubias is very commonly found in Singapore aquarium shops, and it is one of the simpler and least maintenance in that sense. And you can see that they also offer a lot of coverage from stream perspective. You can actually see that over here you can actually see that the streams are actually grazing on all this, and there has been a lot of changes in the sense that some of this instead of driftwood, they are actually resins, which means that they are very sterile without having any pests and things like that. So however, I'm not afraid of that, because I think the whole reason is that, just going to close this door further, the whole reason is that we are, as long as you are aware on how to actually tackle the problem, and you wouldn't be having any issues. So over here you can actually see we have some nano fishes, which are the Boraras Rasbora, which are the ones with the one dot, the one black dot at the middle. And then we also have the Boraras Rasbora, which is the one with a stripe right in the middle. So I think it's quite difficult to actually see. But coming back to streams, you can see that planter tank, they can actually also breed, and then they can also do well. So I'm just going to feed the fishes. Just going to feed some powder food on the fishes. Powder food. So these fishes actually, the Boraras family, they have a very small mouth, and they actually love to consume these micro pellets. So what am I using in terms of micro pellets? I'm actually using the Aquarium Co-op Easy Fry food. They are not fried, but however, I think they are really good. Just coat them, and then you can actually feed them as well. So for the streams, what I'm gonna do is that I usually feed, for daily feed, I would do the Hua version 1. I'm just gonna throw in a couple of chunks. There's 2 chunks over here. And as I'm feeding, the fishes on the right side of this tank is actually looking and they actually want some food. So they are over here. So these are my son's and my daughter's tank. So I'm actually lots of food, lots of fishes. So in terms of planter tank stream setup, you can actually use, even I use over here, you can see that we use fine river sand, and we use volcanic sand as well over here. It gives that contrast, and then we do the 2/3 rule, the golden ratio, and things like that. And over here, in the background, we actually have the tiger lotus. You can have the lotus over here, the red lotus. And as you can see that this is the Coffeefolia. It actually grows out of the water, and then it looks a little bit more natural. So over time, it will start to actually cover the filter and all the pipes behind. And we are just using a very low light, 16 watts T5 light, and that is sufficient for plants like Anubias as well. And to get more coverage, actually we have Taiwan moss over here. You can see it's behind, is really overgrown. It's growing very nicely. So this tank has been set up for I think a couple of months, and it has been doing fairly well in the sense that it's maturing. However, you know, the last time, I'm just gonna pan this closer. The last time we had an overflow issue, some of the fishes and shrimps are actually swimming on the floor. So none of the fishes die, and I think that's a good sign that, you know, the shrimps and the fishes are healthy. So, but of course, no excuse that I need to make sure that everything is fine in terms of the input system, the water system, to make sure that it doesn't happen again. So as you can see, this is a skittle tank, you know. Basically what I do is that the ones that I think that they still look nice, you know, I still keep them, so I put them in the planter tank as well. So for those who, you know, those who want to have an idea on where to actually put all these shrimps, you can actually consider putting them in the planter tank, or, you know, give away to schools and some of these people or some breeders who actually, you know, do not mind just keeping them in the planter tank. So all these shrimps are still fairly decent in a sense, and then they are still alive, so might as well we put them. As you can see over here, right here, this stream is actually berried. So you can actually see there is a berried stream, and, you know, with this kind of water parameters, it can also breed as well. So it doesn't mean that, you know, we have to follow a very strict rule in a sense. However, we must also understand that to understand the background information on how to actually keep the streams in a very well maintained water parameters, I think that will help you gain a lot of confidence in terms of how do you actually keep them in a planter tank. So basically, you can see this tank has, you know, has snails and things like that, but the tank is spotless because all the algae has been taken care by the streams, and of course the snails, but mostly the snails. And you can see that the fishes, the nanofishes and the streams, they do well together. And with sufficient hiding space, you will be able to actually keep them in a community tank as well. So there's really no hard and fast rule in terms of, you know, if you want to keep them in the planter tank. I think that will definitely be something that you can consider as well, because they still do well in a planter tank environment. The only difficulty over here is that you will not be able to do selective breeding, because it's going to be a nightmare to just get all these streams out. However, I think in terms of you know, hobbies who want to dip their toes and their fingers into this stream breeding community, or this hobby, I would really encourage you guys to consider, you know, something that you really like planted, you know, in this sense, planter tank, and then you'll be able to get a lot out of it. But of course, you know, with the knowledge of you know, breeding streams, definitely then you will be able to understand what is really required and what is the minimum requirement to actually get them well sorted out. So yep, so that's all for this video. In terms of the water parameters, I actually wanted to share that this actually uses tap water from Singapore, and then of course it goes through a carbon filtration before it goes into the tap. However, during top off, I actually top off with DI water, which is 0 TDS, and I do not remineralize as well. However, over time, if I find that the minerals, the TDS is too low, below 200, then definitely I will add some remineralizer. And in terms of dosing of fertilizer for the plants, for the lotus, for the tiger lily, I think that's we use root taps, and we also dose, you know, our NPK as well. So I think from that perspective, we have a balanced tank, and it's also very simple, and you can actually have that, you know, low maintenance stream tank for you guys to consider as well. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys have learned something and enjoyed this video. And please remember that if you like this video, please remember to give a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video on social media, so that, you know, more people can actually enjoy this hobby together. So thank you guys for watching this video, and until next time, peace out.